You're not truly free if you keep trying to live for other people's approval. Have you ever met someone that is just constantly always trying to impress people? Or maybe they're acting like someone completely different than who they actually are, just to get some approval or likes from other people. Have you ever met someone who's just always constantly looking outward to impress people or changing themselves and who they really are to get other people to like them? Well, I think this is a very common misunderstanding among a lot of people that need approval to just exist. I think it's very dangerous to allow other people to sort of motivate you to do certain things just to impress them. I think it's very dangerous to compromise who you are, your self-identity, to be someone who you're really not. Not caring what others think is a very difficult thing to do. It takes a lot of courage and it takes a lot of confidence in yourself to do things that maybe not everyone else does. But I think it's important to find your own path and do your own thing sometimes, because at the end of the day, you're one of one. You're the only person who has your specific experiences in life. And I think you need to offer that individual perspective. So how do you stop caring what other people think? How do you find the confidence to do what you truly want to do and not do what someone else wants to do? Well, first you have to truly find yourself. Who are you? What's your self-identity? Where do you come from? What do you value in life? What do you care about? What things make you happy? What things make you sad? I think once you figure out those things, you get a better sense of who you are and your presence in this world. And I know some of you are thinking like, man, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be judged by other people. I don't want to be looked at differently just because I do something different or that's not normal in whoever's standards. And I think that's completely normal. But you have to understand that for maximum growth, you need to do things that feel uncomfortable. You need to take those risks that you've always wanted to take despite other people's opinions. And one thing that can help you feel more comfortable in making those hard decisions is to literally just do it. To literally practice being uncomfortable. I mean, even right now, like I'm sitting by myself, like surrounded by other people who are staring at me for basically talking to an object right now. I'm talking to a camera. And, despite, the weird looks or the judgment I get because I'm talking to myself, I know that in the long run, this will be more beneficial for me just because I'm able to go out of my comfort zone and experience new things. Something else to sort of recognize is you're not going to be able to impress everyone. I mean, there's always someone out there that's going to have a different point of view than you. So it's important to embrace your own point of view. It's important to double down on what you believe in despite what others say. Once you do that, I think it shows a lot of character. It shows a lot of perseverance. I also think it's important to surround yourself with the right people. Are you around people that judge you or put you down? Or do you feel like you can't be yourself around them? Well, I think it's important to surround yourself with people with good energy, people that allow you to grow, people that allow you to get out of your comfort zone without them judging you. Once you find those people, it's so much easier to just be yourself and to not care what other people think. Every time you hesitate on trying something new because you're afraid people will judge you, just take a second to think about, if this thing will matter in 5 years. Because truthfully, whatever you do, no one really cares. I mean, imagine you're walking down the street and you trip over a rock or something. And the moment you get up, you feel extremely embarrassed. You feel like the whole world is watching you. Well, truthfully, maybe one person, will laugh at you. Maybe one person will give you a look. But in 5-10 years, they're going to forget about it. Everyone's so stuck in their own world and their own problems in life that it'd be doing a disservice to yourself to actually care about, what these other people think. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't live life without consequences and sort of have this reckless mentality where you don't care about anyone else's opinion, you're doing your own thing. I think you need to find the right people to surround yourself in order to take their advice and take their criticism. Because if you're given the criticism from wrong people, it can be very detrimental to your growth and trying to figure out who you are. Not caring what other people think, it takes practice, it takes consistency, and It's not until you keep doing it over and over again until you start to feel more comfortable about doing different things. So what's important is just practicing, telling yourself in the mirror, I'm going to do something, and sticking to it despite what other people say. Practice public speaking, practice talking in front of people, practice meeting new people, practice doing things you're uncomfortable with. Practice going up to that person you've always wanted to talk to, despite whether they might like you or not. Maybe do that group presentation and lead that group presentation and speak in front of your entire class. And once you develop that sort of consistency being in uncomfortable situations, it's when it'll start to feel more easy.